Hello and welcome to a new video. Today we're gonna take a look at the newly buffed, what's it called, Poliwrath here. We have Scald in the moveset now, which is really cool, as we didn't really have a good water type move on the moveset before. We had Hydro Pump, but Hydro Pump, you know, it's kind of difficult. You kind of only get to it after like 10 million turns or something. I don't know, like it's not really that viable. So having something like a Scald now is really cool because Scald got updated. It cost like before 60 energy, now it only costs you 50 energy. And also it gives you a 30% chance to debuff your opponent's attack by one stage, which is really huge as this makes a big difference. You can really always see like you have a lot of debuff with this thing. It's basically really good move now. It has the same damage output as a Hydro Cannon, but takes like 10 more energy, so it's of course not the same damage per energy, but it's not a bad move anymore, which is really cool to see as we don't really have a lot of Pokemon that learn that move yet. I think only like two other. I don't know who the other one is other than Poliwrath. I think there was another one that can also learn that. But Scald right now seems like a very solid move, to be honest, and I really enjoyed using that. I already commentated those battles before, but I was still kind of tired and I wasn't really happy with the audio in general. Here we have a Pidgeot against us, which is not the best thing. Pidgeot is a very good against this team as well, but this was actually meant to be a meme team, but we were already like facing really good opponents, people that I also know like from streaming, and people that also were like in rank 1 on the leaderboards before. And yeah, it was still such a good team. I wanted to have like a triple shadow team, and this triple shadow team now was really good. So yeah, my opponent let this one go, and yeah, that was not the smartest play, I think, because now I can just farm down with my mud shots. Good game to my opponent there. Next up, we're gonna have Hypno against us. Hypno, of course, really bad for us, but we can swap out, and my opponent didn't swap out immediately. Now we swapped out into Mandibus, and I think that I can get my switcher manage back against the Mandibus and the 2 shields, because Aqua Tail is such a spammy move that we should be able to just spam that thing up and try to win back switcher manage here. Maybe we have to commit some more shields than my opponent, but we out-spam him most of the time, so we should be fine here. And we block this aerial ace. We can go for 2 more Aqua Tails before he gets to another move, which needs to basically gets him to shield the Aqua Tail now as well, which is nice. And now I see like, okay, he's such a low health, I can just farm all the way down, have a lot of energy, and get to another crunch before the Hypno gets to a move from my opponent's side, which is really good, as we can just basically go into our Skunk Tank now. Skunk Tank gonna be able to finish off this Mew double psychic from my opponent there. Wasn't the best against my team, at least, because I have double dark in the back. Here we have an Obstagoon against us in lead. Really decent for us. We have a fighter, so he has to be scared a bit. We shield the Night Slash. Like I'm always like kind of hoping for the debuff here first, and yeah, and most of the time they run cross chop anyway, which is a better move. But yeah, the debuff like then helps a lot with the matchup, as you can just go for your dynamic punches and KO this thing. He has a Golbat. We have like okay matchup with our backline, not the best one, but it's definitely fine. And yeah, my opponent goes into the Frostless and just let go. It's a shiny Frostless as well. Nice flex from my opponent, and goes back to the Golbat. We still have like our backline. We actually shield here because we want to get the crunch off, because it won't be a bit of wasted energy. I kind of want to have the debuff because Crunch got really boosted as well now. Having a 30% debuff chance for the defense is really nice. But yeah, we won this game. Next up, we're gonna have Poliwrath against Nidoqueen. Really okay, as Scald now really completely KOs this thing. Usually what I do is just go for one charge move there and swap out then. You can take one Poison Fang at least. Poison Fang most of the time hurts like after a while, but my opponent actually swaps into a Dewgong onto a charge move, which was a really good catch there. But we are spammy as hell, so we are not really caring about that too much. And yeah, we destroyed the Dewgong. We have like the Awkward Tail now for the Nidoqueen, and he also a Poison Fang, I call that. He has a Hitmonchan in the back, and this is scary because this Hitmonchan actually has a very interesting move, which usually they don't have, and that's Power Punch. And Power Punch is really difficult to deal with, like really difficult to deal with. And yeah, we just have to hope that we can go for 2 awkward tails here right now. I don't know if we can, but yeah, we barely get there. I think that was a CMP tie. I'm not 100% sure, but it's fine for me at least. And yeah, we're gonna be able to win this game just barely. The Drapion actually has a really bad IOEs for Great League, but it's my Ultra League one, which I'm gonna build soon-ish. So that's why I still have this one here. And yeah, in generally, Drapion is such a good save swap in nearly every meta, but one thing that is really a problem is Wishcast. Like, Wishcast is such a big problem that we don't really have anything to deal with that thing at all. Even our Poliwrath gonna loosen the 2 shoots with that, so we have to be careful with that. And yeah, this is the first game I'm gonna lose in the entire season, which is fine for me. I think that was the 22nd game which I lost then, which was the craziest run I ever had, to be honest. I had like 21 win streak, never had that before. And I didn't even play like crazy meta. So I am totally fine with that. We're gonna be able to get at least this Lantern still down, because he didn't shield the move here from our Poliwrath. But yeah, he didn't have to, because he's gonna win anyway. So good game there to my opponent, nothing really we can do here. Maybe I should have played a bit different against the Frosters and stayed in for a bit, but I didn't, so yeah, my mistake. Next opponent, Nate Dog. He has also Frosters, and this time around I'm just gonna stay in and throw one Scald and see what he wants to do, and maybe catch a Shadow Ball. But yeah, he goes into cast form. Against the cast form, we are gonna outspam that thing like easily. You see, we do like half of his health already. So if we overfarm a bit, we're gonna KO him with the next crunch. We're gonna shield once, because we know, okay, if we go for another awkward tail here, we're gonna KO the Frosters as well when it comes back in. And it comes back in, so really good situation for me right now, as he has the shield there. And yeah, we can align our Skunk Tank against this and just shield the charge move, and we're fine, I guess. So he has a Mandibus in the back now, which is really bad for me. I'm gonna try to catch the move on my fighting type here, but it's the aerial ace, because of course he throws the aerial ace. It's the better move against the Skunk Tank as well, sadly. But we can go for Dynamic Punch, do massive damage, and we have double crunch loaded. He does not get to another move here in time, so we're gonna be able to take this game home. And yeah, this crunch is gonna KO, and we can farm down the Frosters. Next up, we're gonna have Obstagoon against us. Obstagoon again. We can just go for the Scald and try to... Wait, what? Did you just swap into that? Goodbye, Nidoqueen. Someone didn't expect a Scald here, I guess. Oh, yeah, we have a Scald update, my friend. Nice Punch, he would have easily survived the Scald. No way. This just completely wrecks us, Nidoqueen. Came there. That was like very hilarious. I laughed my ass off when that happened. Whew, that was good content. And yeah, my opponent just now said goodbye to me, sadly. Here we have rank 1 of the leaderboards player. Before, like, he was definitely rank 1, I think, like 2 seasons ago. Really good battler, I think like from Sweden or something, somewhere from this area. And here we have our Dark type aligned against the Crusader. We can go for one crunch again and KO this thing, which is nice. And now we have like the Drapion against the Obstagoon. We can go for some awkward tails and align our Poliwrath against this again. He goes for cross chops. And we make a big mistake here in going for the Scald, which is completely unnecessary and put us really in a bad spot now. But my opponent also makes some very interesting play here by shielding this crunch. I don't know why he did that, but he's gonna do that, and this allows us to farm all the way down. And we can just we shield the Shadow Ball, because it's still gonna hurt more than a cross chop. I'm pretty sure about that, because it's like double the energy, a way stronger move, stab, and even though it's resisted, it's gonna hurt a lot. So we're actually gonna win the CMP tie there with the Dynamic Punch. He actually snuck in a charge move again against me, which I think it shouldn't have happened. Yeah, it definitely shouldn't have happened, because we CMP tied there before, but yeah. That's the game we play. Here we have the worst Pokemon to face with this team, Wishcast. Of course, we're battling in the Remix Cup again, as you see on the left side. I think Remix Cup is way more fun than the Open Great League, but I might just join into Open Great League again as well. I don't know yet. But we can just go for some scalds here, and he let it go, which is good. We lost one shield, but we won against Wishcast, which is good. And my opponent, now I know already what he has in the back, and yeah, this looks good for us. We have the Drapion aligned against this Frostless. I think we're gonna shield here. Yeah, we're gonna shield here, and we can go for another crunch. And I think that's pretty decent for us. I don't know actually if we can. I think I don't remember how this game went. We're gonna go into the Poliwrath, and my opponent tries to catch the move. Yeah, I don't know if that was the right play, but hey, still very happy. I'm gonna catch the move here on my Skunk Tank now. Hope that's Shadowball's Avalanche, because it would have been enough anyway. And my opponent just gonna go for the charge move, but we're gonna win CMP here. I think he had enough for another move after this quick move there, but yeah. We win CMP against the Frostwrath there anyway, so good game. Of course, Poliwrath is very tech rated. Here we have our Nightmare in the lead, which is Mandibus. I'm gonna go for one Scald, which is at the same turn as he gets to a move, which is sad. Sadly, no debuff. I mean, 30% chance is more unlikely than it's likely to get one. Yeah, tried to catch on the Pokemon, but hey, why would the game let me swap out there? So I have to go for another move, and I'm shields down now, which is kind of annoying. But now we can catch the move at least, finally, thank God. Took a long time, but that's fine. As we can go for some heavy poison sting damage here and farm all the way down, which is also pretty decent. And this next up, he gonna get into a Drapion. This Drapion gonna be able to take some Aqua Tails, but after the third Aqua Tail, he is kinda dead, so goodbye Drapion. And we have a Nidoqueen against us, which is also really bad. Think I have to really play that well. I think, I go into the Skunk Tank. I have to hope that I can catch the move. I'm gonna be able to catch the move here. Gonna be an Earth Power, and now we have one shield against one shield, but I have the energy lead, which gonna allow me to get to 2 crunches in time, which gonna KO my opponent. So good game there to my opponent. Very, very well played, but nothing he can do against the Skunk Tank. And next up, we're gonna have the 6-1 Ninja, fellow streamer. And he has a Sand Slash in the lead, really good for us. Goes into Mandibus, really bad for us. We're gonna go for a Scald just to get some damage on him and then swap out. And we got the attack debuff, which is beautiful. And with our Skunk Tank now here, if we can farm up some extra energy, we even threaten the Sand Slash because we have Flamethrower on that thing. So that is pretty decent. We can go for one crunch here. And we just farm all the way down. Think we would get to another Flamethrower, but my opponent actually goes into the Charizard here. We're gonna be able to go for a crunch and then just die, which is fine. And we can align our Drapion. Our Drapion can just go for some Aqua Tails. And yeah, we shield here, which is stupid. I shouldn't have shielded this at all. I should have just stick to 2 shields with my Poliwrath, as I know my opponent's Pokemon. And I know that I just one-shot all of them with my Poliwrath, as this thing just gonna go for a Dynamic Punch. Goodbye Sand Slash, and go for a Scald. Goodbye Charizard. Good game there to my opponent, and into the second to last battle, we're gonna have Poliwrath against Ariados. But Ariados does nothing really that thing can do against me. We can go for a Scald. I'm gonna try to catch the second move just because we're an ABB line, and I kind of always want to catch the second move up my second Pokemon. I'm still tired. Oh no. Long night yesterday as well, with the new season coming out, having to do videos. But yeah, my opponent is a Wishcast, which is really problematic. Wishcast always really strong against me. Nothing really I can do here. I think I have to let it go. Yeah, I don't think he overfarmed too much. I think he actually overfarmed enough that he gets to move here. Yep, that was annoying. Yes, I have to shield here. My opponent goes into the Pidgeot, and I think that's it for this. Because, yeah, Pidgeot is really good against me. The Wishcast is really good against me, and there's nothing really I can do. So, yeah, good game to my opponent there. I cannot really do anything here. I try to go for my Scalds here and KO this Pidgeot, but yeah. He still has the Wishcast in the back. I'm not going to get to another Scald, and I'm double debuffed anyway, so good game to my opponent. Very close still, even though that was really tough to deal with, but it's fine. And into the last game, which is the best game of them all, we're gonna have Hypno against our Poliwrath. Really bad for us. We're gonna go for one move because we can always go for one move and then swap out. as then we align the confusion image onto our dark type. My opponent has a ground type in the back, which is the Stunfisk. And I thought to myself, oh wow, this game is over, getting hard countered like completely. There's nothing we can do here, like seriously, what the hell should we do? But my opponent goes for a charge move here. This charge move gonna KO us. We can go into our Poliwrath. This Poliwrath gonna be able to farm him all the way down. And we're gonna get to one more extra quick move in there because, yeah, we know, what I said before, against a 4-turn move, you can go for one quick move and then align the damage onto another Pokemon. He has a Greedent against me in the back, and the Greedent is strong. Greedent is very, very strong, as we can go for the Crunch here, and I try to keep the Crunch for the Hypno, but I have to hope that my Poliwrath can finish him off, and my Poliwrath has one Scald and gets to another Scald here, and we're gonna be able to win this game. A good game. Thanks all for watching, and see you in the next episode.